What's up, NFL betting family? Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread. Baseball wasn't good for me last night. Lost 2 out of 3 and pushed the third bet. WNBA hasn't been good either, but I hadn't been paying attention to it since football started. So I'm glad we're back at Thursday. Tonight we're breaking down Thursday night football. Seahawks traveling to Arizona to face the Cardinals. And folks, this isn't just any divisional matchup. The Seahawks are riding a 7-game winning streak against Arizona, and the line movement is telling us a story. Let's dive into why the smart money is already making moves on this game. Seattle has absolutely owned this matchup. 7 straight wins over Arizona. The Cardinals haven't beaten the Seahawks since November 2021, almost 4 years ago. And it's not just that Seattle keeps winning, they've been suffocating Arizona's offense. During this streak, the Cardinals are averaging only 13.5 points per game against them. Last year alone, the Seahawks swept with scores of 16-6 and 32-18. Arizona just hasn't figured out how to crack this defense. Injuries are only making things tougher for the Cardinals. Zay Jones, their starting receiver and main deep threat, is out with a concussion. Will Johnson is doubtful with a groin injury. On top of that, offensive linemen Kelvin Beachum and Will Hernandez are both questionable. Seattle has a couple issues of their own, missing a tackle and some secondary depth. But the difference is, Arizona's injuries are hammering an already struggling offense that's been averaging just 17 points per game. You can't afford to lose weapons when you're producing at that level. Now, let's look at the quarterbacks. Sam Darnold threw for 218 yards last week against the Saints. As good as he's been, or at least as not bad as he's been, my New Orleans Saints couldn't get out of their own way. With turnovers and mistakes, the Seahawks looked up, and they were up 30 points. That changes your role to win the game. Kyler Murray, meanwhile, struggled last week to just 159 passing yards against San Francisco. Historically, he hasn't been able to score more than 21 points against Seattle's defense, and he threw 3 interceptions in 2 games against them last year. Murray has a Seahawks problem. Plain and simple. The market is backing that up. The Cardinals opened as 1-point favorites with the total at 46.5. Now the line has swung to Seattle at -1.5, and the total has dropped to 43.5. That's a 2.5-point swing plus a 3-point drop on the total. Here's the kicker: 77% of bets are on Arizona, but the line moved towards Seattle. That tells you all you need to know. The sharps, the professionals, are hammering the Seahawks. When the line moves opposite of the public, that's the signal. Looking at the advanced numbers, Seattle is putting up 29.3 points per game, 5.7 yards per play, a +3 turnover differential, and a 66% red zone touchdown rate. Arizona, just 17 points per game, 5.2 yards per play, even turnover differential, and only a 50% red zone rate. And Arizona has allowed the 3rd most passing yards in the NFL this year against weak quarterbacks. Now they face Sam Darnold, who's been carving defenses apart. So here are my plays: Seahawks moneyline at -120 or the spread at -1.5. The historical dominance, quarterback edge, Arizona's injuries, and sharp money all line up. The under 43.5. Seattle's given up just 15 points per game, Arizona giving up 17, and with the Cardinals losing offensive pieces, this game profiles as look. Avoid Arizona moneyline or spread, don't get cute here. The public is on the Cardinals, but the value isn't. The bottom line: sometimes in betting you get gifts. A team that's dominated a matchup, catching basically a pick-em line, with the injuries and sharps pointing the same way. That's what we have with Seattle tonight. The Seahawks extend their streak to 8 games. Take Seattle, take the under, lock it in, and let's get this money. That's my breakdown for Seahawks Cardinals. Drop your picks in the comments. Hit that like button if this helped you, and subscribe for more NFL betting content. Bet responsibly, and I'll see you in the next breakdown. Let's go make some money!